All right, so when I did that demonstration and that brief rundown, I realized I should actually just do a thorough one, because if you're actually trying to understand this, and I've looked up a lot of videos and there's not a lot of information about the OC5. There's some videos that are helpful, but nobody really shows it in a full band setup. They kind of just show it finger picking with acoustic or like with like a heavy metal thing. So, basically you got the guitar signal, which is running through here, and it goes into the input. The top is the bass and the bottom is the direct out, which is the guitar. So top is bass, bottom is guitar. The guitar is just going through a pedal board and then going into instrument 1 on the looper, the instrument 1 port. You can't really see it, but that's what it says. This is instrument 2, which is just the top, the output, so the bass. So I basically have the guitar coming in here, the bass coming in here. This looper has built-in drum tracks, so you can, program all the different tracks. So that's what I have running the drums. These are independent loopers that I have set up for, this is guitar and that one's bass. I covered that in the other video. And then I have the outs. So what's cool about having the 3 outs programmed this way is that I can tell the, front of the house, or really not tell anyone. Usually I do my own mixing, but I can mix all of these separately. So if I want to add some bass to the kick, if I want to add some or cut some frequencies from the guitar or the bass, I have it set up so they're all separately going out to a mixer, and I can do that. So anyways, the OC5 here, this is a polyphonic octave pedal, and this is really the heart of the whole system, because this is the only reason that I can really do any of this. It lets you, it basically, when you play a chord, it'll take the bottom note that you're playing and it'll track it and it'll give you a bass note. So if I play like an A minor, it'll give me a low A. And that's really useful because I love looping my own bass lines, but the problem is when you have a transition in a song, there's nothing to do unless you pre-record it. And I don't pre-record any of my loops. I like to do everything live on the spot. The only thing I have is the drum track ahead of time. So it's really cool because I can basically loop a bass line, then when a transition's coming up, I can kill these, flip this on, and I'll still have bass behind me. So that's really kind of, without this pedal, the one-man band thing is really hard because there's no really any way, unless you're using tracks or recording your loops ahead of time, there's really no way to manage the bass on the transitions unless you have something like this polyphonic pedal. So that's kind of really where the magic is. That's sort of the whole heart of it. I also have to say they have some trouble tracking the OC5s, and this is something that I wish some other videos covered. They don't always track that well. There's a couple things you can do to help. I've been using thicker picks, so I went from the standard Fender mediums to 1mm jazz picks, and they're thicker, and that really helps it register. For some reason, it doesn't seem to like the open strings as much, so if you can avoid the open strings and play something fretted, that's a good idea, and that's why I've been using my electric more. So I'm actually going to look at kind of putting a magnetic pickup on my acoustic or something to get it to work better, because especially with acoustic guitar, you need to play those open chords, and when they're not tracking the bass on the open chords that well, I can still do it, but then I'm fretting bar chords all night, and that's pretty brutal on your hand. You really don't want to do that for more than a night or two. It just hurts. So yeah, that's basically the rundown. If I have some breakthroughs on how to get it to work easily with my my guitar here, which I'm working on, I will definitely share them. But for now, I'm having more success with the electric because, like I said, it doesn't love the open strings. So with this, I got a full band. I can play everything I want.